position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to throw, it's Sellers. The sure hands, it's Young. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Palmer.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the ground, it's Young. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Let's talk about Alabama. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fleming. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quick strike complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Now it's second and goal. They just keep firing. Here's the pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Nice job by this defense, man. Playing aggressive, playing physical, taking away the easy stuff on the perimeter. Nice job rushing the quarterback, bringing more bodies near the line of scrimmage, getting the sack, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To work up top, right down the middle. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the big dog got him again, and Georgia can be judicious when they blitz because they get pressure from the guys up front.
So nice having a defensive line that hunts, and year after year, Georgia finds these guys, but the double guys, the guys that can double sacks in a game, double-digit sacks in a season, these guys make your defense really special.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. From the 15. Dropping back, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. It's a seam wide open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To go up top. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking to throw. It's Beck. Got him downfield. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the 2nd quarter. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The quarterback sneaks ahead. The sneak scores it.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First play of the period, 1st down here. The play fake on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, and that's a live ball behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big... And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Finds his man. It's Coleman. stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that...
Back's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The 18 unit on the field.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Finds a little space. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Ball. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Man, that is not the third down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a fourth down.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Between the uprights, it's good. And that's going to tie it up. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 9 over UCLA. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown time.
And that's exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. They hit the big pass, but a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has one interception. That was almost a second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
The Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
Nice job by the defense. It's really hard for a QB to get rid of the football when you got that much pursuit. Defense chasing after him hard, making sure he can't throw the football down the field. Good coverage. Really nice speed by this defense.
Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag down on the play. Let's see what that's about. Just a little too much there. A little too handsy, and they nabbed him for the defensive holding penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's got it again.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. To the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. A special teams miscue right off the bat, and they'll take over in really good field position. Punting on first down, but why, though? Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dances away to buy time. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
And it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Back to pass, it's back. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Off play action on first down. Under fire. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that. Dude, It's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. They have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Dropping back, it's back. A strike downfield. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Wide open spaces. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
And the Bulldogs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Off play action. Bringing the heat. He just got rid of the football. I'm not sure what he was doing. They're going to get him for grounding. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Out of the gun, the inside give. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in their Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Started finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. That's reeled in. It's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk about Alabama. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, let's chat about Alabama. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's a 34. Now, 4th down.
And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And we're even here in the 1st. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by a field goal over UCLA. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So they go back to work after the break and it is third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different.